The biggest problem throughout the Hōlualoa Elementary campus is mold. Teachers say mold like this appears on the walls and the ceilings of many classrooms, especially when the school is closed for a week or more during school breaks. While custodians do their best to clean the mold, teachers say it persists all over, from the ceiling of the school office to the closet doors inside classrooms and the covered walkways around campus. Students haven't been able to use the library since late last year because a first grade class had to temporarily relocate into the library due to persistent mold problems in their classroom. Teachers say in November, the principal asked for professional cleaning of the classrooms to help eradicate mold, but months later, it's still unclear when that will happen. Teachers say several staff tested positive for mold in their lungs, and doctors have told them not to return to school into offices and classrooms affected by mold. Teachers report students have high absentee rates because of respiratory problems. The carpeting in some classrooms is many years old, stained, and in poor condition. You can see portions are held together with duct tape. The state plans to remove these old carpets, which likely are a breeding place for mold underneath. And there are concerns that tearing out the carpets might expose hazardous asbestos in some of these old buildings. The state told teachers it plans to remove carpeting and repaint classrooms affected by mold, but the renovations will continue through the spring and summer breaks, meaning a fix is months away at best. They have been told that the carpets would be removed for the last 3 years, but they're still in place. The school just received these humidifiers on February 9th for every classroom. Staff were instructed to close the windows every night, turn on the dehumidifiers, and then empty them out every morning before school. There are many other problems, like this paint containing lead that's peeling off the ceiling of a third grade classroom. So the students and teacher here relocated to a stage in the cafeteria for weeks, and more recently moved into a computer lab. The largest student public restroom on campus was closed in January over concerns about its structural integrity. Look at the exposed, rusted rebar in the outside corner of the building with cracked, rotted concrete. Recently, state structural engineers inspected the building and deemed it safe to reopen, but longer-term repairs are still needed. Parents and faculty still feel the restroom is unsafe for use. Termite damage is pervasive throughout the older buildings on campus, and that may contribute to potential problems with buildings' foundations. Some supports to buildings have appeared to move off their pylons, a problem that may be exacerbated by volcanic earthquakes on the Kona side of Hawaiʻi Island. Rats are also a problem here. Traps killed 2 rats in a classroom just a few weeks ago. Educators have found rat droppings on classroom materials, and the rats have chewed right through some books and other publications. Staff say rats crawl up and down this tubing in the English learner's classroom through a hole in the ceiling. They also chewed their way through fiber cable wires last month, knocking out the internet and phone service on campus. And rats chewed up a pair of a teacher's sandals left overnight in a classroom, leaving them ravaged. Then there's this aging road that runs right through campus. Elementary students have to cross every day to go to the restroom, the cafeteria, or 2 playgrounds, putting them at risk of getting hit by a vehicle. From the air, you can see how the problem evolved. The original school was built on the right side of the road, but the campus expanded over the years and numerous portable classrooms were constructed on the left side of the road.